Lisa, and today I'm doing a grocery haul. The last time I did a grocery haul, it was a mini one, and it was in our hotel and a little bit here. So I have like 2 or 3 tables worth of stuff this time. So how fun is that? So I'm just going to start out with the first table, then I'm going to set up the second table, and yeah, you get it. So not all this stuff is just mine. We have 4 people in this household: my husband, myself, my aunt, and my grandmother. And so I will tell you which things are whose. We've got this Harvest Crunch granola cereal by Quaker. It's a jumbo. Got it at Costco. The haul cost about $300, and some of this stuff is going to last longer than just the week, so I'd say this is probably for about a week and a half. So this stuff, my grandmother and aunt really loves cereal and granola, so we got this for them. And then my husband got some potato patties from the Caymans. He likes to have these with his omelets in the morning for breakfast, and sometimes I have some for an occasional like snack, or if I really don't feel like waiting long and I'm hungry, I'll have 1 or 2 of these. And then I've got some frozen fruit. These are my frozen organic blueberries. I've got some frozen mango, frozen cherries. These are my aunt and grandmother's for the most part, but sometimes I'll put a little bit in my smoothies. One time I remember I took some and I dehydrated them. Those are pretty good. They take forever to dehydrate them after I thawed them first. And then I've got some frozen roasted vegetable lasagna, 75% less fat, and it's got grilled vegetables in it. And it's a blue menu item, which means it's generally a lot healthier than another item at the same caliber. I got veggie to celebrate my mom's birthday. She loves lasagna. However, I'm not eating meat, and so I figured what better way than to have the best of both worlds. My husband really wanted some egg whites and can't stand separating them. And when he's got to hurry up and get to work in the morning, this really helps. So he bought some Simply egg whites. I might use some too, so it's for both of us. And then we've got an 18-pack of eggs. I like making omelets, and so does he, so eggs will help, and my grandmother and aunt will be having some of the packaged eggs. Fridays I have my fish day. Every other day I'm off meat for the duration of Lent, and so I bought some Wild Pacific sardines in spring water, and this is in a BPA-free container, which is awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna have those maybe not this Friday, but next Friday, so that's really awesome. I got some holy guacamole, the classic style. I have some carrots in the fridge, so I'm gonna peel some carrots. I used to get baby carrots, however I find they tasted like chlorine, so I stopped getting baby carrots, because then they would also turn white, so you know for a fact that they've been cleaning those with chlorine. No thanks, I'll stick to real carrot. I like to dip them in the guacamole, which is awesome. Then I've got some parsley. I'm going to use this. I've got some stuff in the fridge from last week that needs to be used up, so I'm going to make a juice with parsley, and some of the parsley is going to be put in my omelets. And then when we were at Costco, we saw these soups, Thai coconut soup with baby corn, cilantro, and Thai chilies, and it's gluten-free, and it's rich and fragrant, and then it has a little kick. And we looked at the ingredients, and the ingredients were really not too bad. Water, coconut milk. In the coconut milk, there's coconut milk and guar gum. Not the greatest ingredient, but hey. Baby corn, onion, bamboo shoots, tomatoes, carrots, red curry paste, red chili, garlic, salt, onion, spices, red peppers, green peppers, sunflower oil, lemongrass, galangal, cilantro, lime juice, garlic, sea salt, evaporated cane juice, and kaffir lime leaves. So that's pretty good. It's preservative-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, vegetarian, and cholesterol-free. And it's made in Canada. Woo! And I got some pitted prunes. I have bowel issues, constipation issues, so these tend to help. Juice helps too. I didn't get any juice this time, so I want to see how these will do for me. I got some El Tufo or champagne mangoes, and 4 of them, and I love mangoes. As you can tell, I even bought the frozen stuff too for my smoothies. Love, love, love mangoes. And whenever I can find some good quality ripe mangoes, I'm going to pick them up, because a lot of the time you don't find the ripe mangoes, and you get them and then you cut them open and they're not ripe and they've got these brown spots. Oh, it's terrible. So when I find good ones, I go for it. My husband, I was drinking these in my water. However, I just have my water now with lemon for the most part. Once in a blue moon, I'll have the Mio in there. But yeah, he bought a strawberry watermelon and a fruit punch Mio. I got 6 cucumber for salads or juicing or just eating like that. And then I bought a pre-packaged taco salad. It's meatless and it's got green and red pepper. I usually take it out, but it's got shredded carrot, romaine lettuce, and onions, some cheese, taco, and the taco seasoning dressing, which is a very easy recipe. And then my husband likes to get pre-cut up toppings for his omelets in the morning. Like I said, because he's in a hurry and he wants to get her done. I bought a couple of health-related magazines, Best Health and Woman's World. I don't take these too seriously. I like to read what the diets are in them. I don't follow them necessarily, but it gives me some meal ideas and such, which is nice. And on top of that, I get to use them for collaging afterwards because I love, love, love collaging. Then we bought some Raisin Sun-Made Cinnamon Swirl Bread for my grandmother and aunt because they love raisin bread. And I bought 1 can for me and 1 can for them, jackfruit and syrup. They drink the syrup and they eat the fruit. I just eat the fruit and I give the syrup to them. So they'll have 1 can and I'll have 1 can. Bought some raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar from Bragg's. And I got a large bag of pears. They were really good price and I love pears. We don't have them all the time, so I'm like, hey, why not? 2 packages of blueberries, 1 for my aunt and grandmother, and 1 for me. Then we got these raspberries. My grandmother likes them, so she might have some. I love raspberries, so I'm definitely going to be eating some. Then we got a whole lot of bananas. 2 bunches of organic. These ones are mine. If my husband wants any, he doesn't care. These are non-organic. And then we've got some other bananas, non-organic, for my aunt and grandmother. I like to go as organic as I can. I'm not an organic Nazi by any means. However, I still try to get as much organic as possible. We've got some toothpaste for my aunt and grandmother. Some hand soap for our bathroom for all of us. Matt got some deodorant. I got some deodorant. This is Lady Speed Stick Strawberry Splash. I was only sticking to natural deodorants, and sure, this has some aluminum in it, but the problem is that when I go out and I'm dancing for hours and hours, if these natural deodorants are going to cover me for scents, well then I'm not wearing them because, to be honest, I don't want to be the person in the room that everybody's like, oh my god, that stinks, who is that? No, I'm not going to be that person, so I bought some of that now. And it works. I had some, and I was going between my organic deodorants or my natural deodorants in that. So, and then we've got some EcoMax Natural Choice Hypoallergenic Ultra Dish Wash with aloe vera to wash your dishes in, and that's pretty natural. Here is some almond milk, 6 946 milliliter cartons. I don't personally drink almond milk. I barely ever drink cow's milk. But my aunt and grandmother and my husband drink almond milk, so we bought some. My aunt and grandmother love soup, and I do occasionally too. However, these are meat variety, and I've got some Amy's cream and mushroom soup anyway, so I didn't really need any soup. This is chicken primo, some roasted chicken and noodle, hearty chicken, roasted chicken with grilled vegetables, grilled chicken with long grain, and wild rice. Then I bought a pack of 7 zucchini. I like zucchini, my aunt and grandmother like zucchini, so we'll probably share these. And then, sometimes it's really hard to cut up sweet potato, and I like to make my own sweet potato fries, or sometimes I like to make my sweet potato and quinoa mash. I'll put a link in the description to that recipe, for that video recipe. And so these are sweet potato spears. Got 2 packages of them for me and my grandmother and aunt. And then I got a big package of kiwis. Trying to see how many are in here. probably about 10, 15 or more. And my grandmother, my aunt, and I will have those. And then there's clementines. I like them, but my grandmother and aunt tend to eat them a lot more, and so they eat those. 6 romaine lettuce, because I love salad. My husband likes Triscuits, having little cracker treats every now and again. And this is cracked pepper and olive oil. He also got some cottage cheese, because he likes to have that. He might have that in the mornings, or for a little snack, or something in between lunch and breakfast and lunch. I don't always get yogurt, however this week I was like, I feel like having some yogurt. So I got some Activia strawberry for me and Activia strawberry for my grandmother and aunt. And as you know, if you've been watching any of my vlogs, I love to go to a place called Goji's. They have the best frozen yogurt here, like oh my gosh, and it tastes so clean to me. Then I got some ginger for my juice for the stuff that I have in the fridge. And then some organic onions, organic garlic, organic lemons, because I like to put lemon in my water. One thing I am going to do with the garlic and lemon is make some, and here's some kale, I was going to make kale chips, but I'm just going to take some lemon, sea salt, a little bit of olive oil, and a garlic clove, and make a, just kale by itself, marinated kale, and have that as part of one of my meals, or 2 of my meals. And then I love salsa. With salsa, I like to either put them in my omelets, or have them with carrots, or some Tostitos multigrain chips for a little snack, or vegan rice chips, but I just felt like having Tostitos this time. And then we got a bunch of gala apples for my husband, my grandmother, and my aunt. I like green apples better, so I got myself some green apples. And then I've got 4 avocados. My grandmother and aunt eat those. Every once in a while I'll have one, but for some reason I don't seem to crave nuts or avocados. I think that's why I did so well when I was raw, because I ate just fruits and veggies and an occasional nut and seed and occasional avocados, and I fared very well. And I have trouble with digesting fats anyway, so I need to be low fat. And you know, sometimes my cravings for all those comfort foods kind of close that thing that I have out of my head. Like, obviously, if I go to McDonald's and I have grease, well, that's a fat, and I end up having digestive issues sometimes with that. It's all about balance and reminding myself that, you know, it's okay to have foods, it's okay to live. And so as you saw, this was a pretty clean haul. A few little things here and there. We may go out to eat a couple of times. However, hey, it is what it is. And I hope you enjoyed this grocery haul, and I hope you have a wonderful day or a wonderful evening. Thanks for watching. Namaste.